Okay, we're going to get this Adidas London home team started. We promised some special guests, and today we're going to start close to home and check in with a few Arsenal players. First up on the Adidas London home team, we've got Arsenal women's goal machine, Vivianne Miedema, and Scottish winger come wingback, Lisa Evans. Let me check in on Viv and Lisa. I hear her in Scotland. Yeah, the ladies! How you doing?
Hi!
Viv, Lisa, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm not bad. I've got my two girls who are keeping me really occupied. I didn't realise they made so much noise, but it's all good stuff. I'm learning to bake cakes. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. What are you lot doing?
We've made a lot of cakes as well, to be fair.
What?
A lot of cakes.
Seriously, I've been having problem. My sponge has gone wrong. It's too hard. My girls are being nice. I tried to make a chocolate cake the other day, and it was very dry. What did I do? Did I
That's
put the
not
oven
really-
too much? Or
I say just add extra ice in.
seriously?
Yeah, just add extra
That's
ice
just
in.
masking,
No one will
Lisa,
know.
man.
No one will know.
That's lying. That can't mask. I've got to make a good sponge. What you been baking? Seriously?
Banana bread.
Well,
A lot of banana
yeah.
bread.
And what's that other thing again? The English thing? Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Oh,
Meatloaf
yeah,
in
that's
English.
Mum's made a tea loaf, yeah.
And just quickly with the families, got to say to Viv, how's your family? Everybody okay?
Yeah, all good to be honest. Like, you're obviously back home in Holland, so we FaceTime sometimes. My brother's just getting kicked out of the house to do the shopping, so my mum and dad are quite safe at home. So yeah, it's all fine. Like, it's obviously difficult right now to actually not be able to go home or not to even really see each other, but that's just how it is right now, obviously.
Yeah. And what about you, Lisa? How's it going with you, the family? Everybody okay?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all fitting well. So, I mean, that's the main thing, really. Like Viv said, it's hard, obviously, not seeing a lot of people. But, I mean, it's the right thing to do. And just to stay home and stay safe and keep everyone else safe. So.
What else has been happening with the fitness and everything? How you occupying yourself? I can't imagine what it's like being a player in this time. I don't know how I would have coped. How are you coping mentally and physically?
It's been hard. Like, it's really, honestly, the hardest thing is missing the girls. We miss the girls every single day. We've been keeping in touch with them a lot. Like, our group chat's going mental, but it's been really tough, to be honest, isn't it? Like, especially training-wise, it's not the same, obviously, not being in the team environment, and it's like just kind of the motivation as well. Just kind of every day, it's like a new process. But I mean,
We've done quite a lot.
We've
though.
done a lot,
we
yeah.
play tennis, we play football. Lisa's my personal trainer right now, so she makes me go on the bike. We do conditioning. We do everything.
I was going to say about the league. You're chasing the league. Being in this environment, is it more anxious waiting because like City are doing what they're doing? You're hoping that someone slips up and stuff. What's that like? Chelsea flying. How does it feel like waiting in this time?
I mean, it's kind of just like obviously waiting even to when the league starts again. Like I think right now we're not really that busy about actually thinking what Chelsea is doing or anything. Like it's just hoping that the league can actually start again, that it's safe for everyone to go again. And then from there on, obviously, like I still hope Chelsea and Man City are going to slip up.
It's hard to even think about that right now, though, isn't it? Yeah. Really, it's just kind of getting back to training. We're going to have to do like a mini kind of pre-season again to get everyone back to a proper fitness, and then take it from there, really.
And I've got to say about the season as well, Viv, with the top goal scorer in the league. I was happy when I was scoring. I was scoring, and if we didn't play well, I didn't really bother. But I've read somewhere that you said that I know people are going to give me stick for that, but I've read that you said that you'd rather play an all-round good game rather than being that goal hungry, I have to score, goal monster.
Yeah, I think so, but I think that kind of comes away from the fact that I've never really been a 9. Like, I've always played as a 10. Probably like the last 4 seasons I've been becoming more of a 9. But I think just like for me, how I grew up playing, like I love to assist people, I love to be part of the game, I love to have the game in front of me as well. So I think it's kind of just because I'm maybe not a number 9,
right,
that I just don't really have that same feeling as like someone like you would have, if that makes sense.
Did you always score goals? Did you always score goals? Because it seems to come pretty easy to you. So that's why, personally, I always wanted to score goals when I was growing up. And like I say, I got to a point where the selfishness just kicked in. It was natural for me. But like I say, you somebody who scores so naturally, to not have that, it's all about the goal scoring. I think I feel quite bad now. I feel quite selfish and bad.
Nah, it's it's good because sometimes I think I should be a bit more selfish and like just go for it. Like obviously, like I should say, like I enjoy scoring goals. Like I've always done that. Like I've always wanted to score goals, but it just wasn't like if I didn't score a goal for one game, but I assisted 3 goals, I was as happy, if that makes sense. So what I say, like sometimes probably the girls do say to me like, oh, be a bit more selfish or like just go for a goal there instead of play it, but. Yeah, that's probably something I'll have to develop in the next couple of years.
And Viv, in respects of the summer, because this is like one of the first, you're going to have a summer off now. I know it's been kind of enforced on you, but are you looking forward to that rest in respects of everything what's gone on? It's been so successful, never getting this kind of rest, the World Cup, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. I mean, probably like the last 6 or 7 years I've not really had like a proper break, so I think obviously this period now, even like to actually reflect on what we've all done like with the national team, like from the move to like buy into Arsenal, like it's quite fun to actually look back on that. But I mean, I also can't wait now to actually start again and to finish obviously this season, to go into next season, and hopefully many more good things are to come.
I got to say, Lisa, I got to ask you, because the first thing, winger, wing back, which one do you prefer? Which one do you feel that you get the most out of yourself for, Lisa?
So hard. Like honestly, for Arsenal, I love playing fullback. I never thought I'd say that. Literally, I think Joe put me there like 2 years ago.
What was you before?
Like,
what was you before?
Yeah, just right wing, like all the time, like or left wing as well. To be fair, just winger. I even played in the 9 a few times. To be fair, but I mean. Joe told me when he first told me, I was like, no way, like how has he seen me as a fullback? I can't believe it. I was like, I actually shell shocked, but then after probably about 6 months I was like, I'm actually like really enjoying it. And obviously like today's football, the modern day fullback has changed a lot. Obviously look at like Ben Alexander-Arnold and even Hector Bellerin, like they're very much like forward thinking players, so it is really enjoyable. Obviously I still love going on the wing. I actually love like mixing it up. Because obviously this season I've played a lot as a winger as well, so I mean I enjoy both a lot, to be honest.
Which one do you feel you learned the most from? Because like you said, you started as a winger, played right back for Arsenal. It's something that I remember I used to tease Lee Dixon saying it's the easiest position on the pitch, especially if you're right-footed.
So many people say that. I've heard that sentence.
Why did I say that? I just feel because you can see everything. You can see everything. You're on your strong foot.
Exactly. No, I know. I do get that. Obviously, you get most time on the ball. You can see everything. It's always forward. You've always got a lot of space to drive into, but at the same time, like physicality-wise, it's obviously challenging. It's difficult to get up and down the pitch, and even like for me, learning like the defensive aspects of the game. Like obviously, I've got great people beside me, Leah Williamson, and more experienced girls in the back line. But I mean, it's totally different. Obviously, you're the last line in defence, so yeah, it's totally different, isn't it?
And now, like with the Olympics being suspended, I've read as well with you, Lisa, that you mentioned that you didn't feel you had a chance, maybe the GB team. You know, with this little break, do you think? What do you think? Is that something you're going to work towards? Is it something that you might be able to blast yourself into?
No, definitely. Like, I definitely want to be going to the Olympics. I mean, what athlete doesn't, to be honest with you? Even regardless, like Scottish.
Could you play centre half as well, Lisa? Do you think?
When I see Leah Williamson, I think, probably not. That's not for me, I don't think. We'll see. Maybe in a few years' time.
No, the reason why I was saying is because it's the versatility, and obviously Team GB, they need versatility. So being a winger and a wing back, I'm just trying to throw in a couple more positions so as they can make sure that you get yourself in there.
Yeah. Nah, put it on the CV. I'm up for that.
I mean, you're a 9, you're a winger, you're a right.
What I mean?
What you want?
But I got to ask you, because obviously I'm looking for stuff to watch. What are you watching? Netflix, on films and...
You make me watch Killing Eve.
Yeah.
Killing Eve is awesome.
Yeah, we've watched this, like, I swear we've watched quite a lot. We've watched a lot of, like, upbeat films. We watched The Blind Side the other night. That was good.
Okay.
I'd say more comedy. Right now you need to pick me up, don't you? I mean, everyone does.
All I can say, ladies, take care. Look after yourselves. I'm hoping to see you soon. Thanks so much. Really appreciate the time.
Thanks so much, Brady.
Nice one, man. Thanks, Lise. Thanks, Viv, because we're really cool mates.
Keep baking, yeah?
Keep baking.
Okay. I'll try. I'm trying on my sponge. Thanks, ladies.
Cheers.
Bye. Okay, next up. I wonder how Gunnersaurus is coping with isolation. Let's see what he's up to. Yes, Gunner. There's my guy, Gunnersaurus. Are you staying on me? Are you indoors, Gunner? I hope you're indoors. Washing your hands? Let me see. Gunner, listen, I'm going to have to leave you, man. I'll speak to you again soon. I love you, but you know this. Nice one. Why am I shouting? Why always shout when I speak to Gunnersaurus? I love you, Gunnersaurus. I love you, Gunnersaurus. A leader on and off the field and a great recent signing for Arsenal. Someone that has put out some very important messages in the UK and Brazil during this difficult time. Representing the Adidas home team, David Luiz.
Hey, legend!
David, how are you, my friend?
Very good, thank you. You?
I'm very good, man. You look really
Good?
well. You look really
Are you
well.
at home or no?
I am up to. Oh, of course, of course,
all
my
right,
friend.
all right.
You know what I'm doing some checking in on behalf of the Adidas home team, man. I have to check in on the big man. I see you doing so many good things on Instagram with the fitness. How's your family, firstly? Because a lot of the Brazilian players have been allowed to go home, but they're still
Yeah,
here.
my
So how are
family
the
is
family?
good. My family is good. Thanks God. Now in good situation, in good life, but the global situation is not good.
Yeah.
We are not happy with this. We are sad. Everybody's sad. So we have to take our precautions to follow the guidelines and to stay at home. So I just tell to my mom and dad to stay at home.
Yes.
To my sister with the kids.
They've
My
got to
mum and
understand,
dad-
David. They've got to understand, David, how important this is. It saves lives. I'm not sure
Saves
people are
life,
getting
yeah,
this
it's
message.
So important. You know, my mom and dad, they live in the same road of my sister.
Okay.
And my sister don't allow my mom and dad to see the kids.
That's good.
You know. So
That's
it's
good.
difficult,
That's hard. That's
It's hard,
good. She's very
but
good.
it's good for the moment. And if you want to really help for the big cause around the world, we have to do our efforts. You have to respect the rules.
Yeah.
And I think is a big example for that.
I have to ask you, man. I saw something on Instagram with this magic, man, with the mirror. What's this, man? What was you doing? How did you do this?
He's my brother, bro.
No way. Your twin brother.
He's my twin brother.
I gotta say to you, man, how is your mental state at the moment being a footballer that when I look at you, you seem to be someone who's very effervescent, always on the move. You know, I see with your Instagram that you're constantly keeping fit. How are you coping mentally and physically to constantly be doing something that makes you feel like you're doing?
The emotional side is very important. So I'm happy because also I'm really connected with everybody. I'm happy because also I'm share with them this. That's why every day I'm trying to share a bit of my energy to help people also.
Do you train every day? Do they send you the schedule, or do you just do something every day?
They send also for us the schedule, have things to follow. We adapt. I think we are keep doing what we are doing during all our careers is have discipline, eat well.
Yeah, what about the food, David? How are you doing with the food?
I love Brazilian food.
How are you coping with the nutrition?
I'm trying to take one less meal during the day.
Okay.
So I try to get a very good breakfast. So I can have a very good breakfast.
Yes.
And then I don't have the lunchtime. And then I have the dinner. And then before night you have a tea. So I'm trying to do that because if you have breakfast, lunchtime, and then you eat something during the afternoon, and then during the night, and then before bed, it's gonna be.
Are you in touch with the other guys, Pablo, Martinelli, everybody?
Yeah, we speak each other. Yeah, we had some meetings together to talk about what we can do together, how we can train together, how we can discuss some about now the world. We just had a meeting where everybody spoke how we can help the government, the social problems. So I think we're still in the connection. It's so good.
David, I know you share the same coach as Pablo Mari with Jorge Jesus.
Yes.
What kind of
Jorge Jesus?
Yes,
Jorge Jesus.
Jorge Jesus. How to say it again?
Jorge Jesus.
Jorge Jesus.
Jesus. Yes.
Because you know what I love about the Brazilian accent, and it's very difficult when you speak to a Brazilian person.
Yes.
It's to not try to talk like that. You know, not try to talk like Brazilians.
We talk like we are singing.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, you know, what it sounds like. I was going to say about your coach, Jorge Jesus.
Jesus, yes.
What does he expect from a centre half? Because obviously you played with him, and what kind of play are we getting with Pablo Mari? Because I'm very excited for him. I saw him in an under-23 game. I saw him at Boreham Wood. He looks like a very good player, David.
Yes, he's a very good player. Had the opportunity to work with one of the best coaches around the world. Jesus is very precise, tactical. He wants you to understand football outside the pitch first.
So he sounds like the kind of coach that's a little bit like Mikel, because Mikel Arteta seems very the same in respects of his meticulous nature in making sure that everything's right. Do you think this is perfect for Pablo?
Exactly. I think you understand very well. And exactly. Mikel is doing amazing. I'm enjoying with this almost 30 years old to still learning and to still improving and to still seeing how beautiful is football, because every day change something more, and then how a new idea, new philosophy can also improve me as a person, as a player, as a leader, or something more.
You sound like the way you're speaking. Is coaching something you like? You maybe as well one day?
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, I think.
What would your team play like? Because can I just say before we go into this question, I've watched you at Crystal Palace this season, and I think it's one of the best centre half performances I've seen from somebody in a very, very long time in respect of the way you brought the ball forward and the way you passed the ball around, because they were playing so deep. Is that something that Mikel said to you? If this happens, then the responsibility is for you to come and create. Is this?
I think it's part of the plan. I think you have to understand. Before, we never talk about the goalkeepers using the foot.
No.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Good goalkeepers, the ones kick long. The more long is better.
Yeah.
Kick away. Now we start to evaluate the goalkeepers by the foot. He plays well, he can build up of the game. Why? Because everybody understood. If you keep the ball, it's only one ball.
Yes.
So the team cannot score. You understand? Okay. You cannot give the risk for them. So Mikel also tried to make us to understand where to play, how to play. That's why I say he give the plan. If the team is like that, if the team is a low block, park the bus there.
Yes.
How you can create? You have to take the responsibility to take some risky pass or difficult pass.
Yeah.
Because if this pass arrive there, they're gonna create an opportunity, gonna score the game. If this pass don't arrive there, we can regain the ball quickly and stay standing there back.
In the area.
Stand it there. So
this is what I like about the way you play, David, because when you play, when you're coming forward the ball, you're not one of the centre half that comes like, oh, I'm gonna do something. Then you stop, and then you pass this sideways. You always and then some of the pass straight through to Aubameyang, straight through to Ozil, taking the chance.
I think I have to give the opportunity for the best players to touch more the ball.
What position did you play when you was very small, when you was younger?
Number 10.
Number 10?
Yeah, until 16.
Who changed you? Why?
If I tell you, I went to a competition under 17s. I was in the bench. I went to a competition from Salvador, Bahia to the south.
Right.
North to the south. You know how long you did?
How long?
72 hours by bus.
You're joking.
Yeah. So we went for this competition. We were having the competition. I was in the bench. We played 3-4-3. 2 defenders get injured in the first half of the first game.
Right.
I went for the coach. I say, now you have a defender. Say, what you are talking about? You play in the middle, number 10, number 8, Massimo. What you're talking? Now you have a defender. You can put me there. You see. I wish to play. And also I knew after this competition, they're going to sack main players. They're going to kick players out. I say, I have to play.
Yes.
So I spoke with my dad. My dad said, play.
Survival.
And then I play in the middle.
Yes.
As I was playing Chelsea, you remember?
Yes. I remember. Yeah, in the middle, yeah.
It was the first time I played as a defender.
Nice.
Because I start to play from the back. It goes, and then just change my life. After this competition, after 10 months, I became professional.
Wow.
It changed my life.
You wasn't afraid to speak up?
I'm not afraid to try. I think people cannot have scared to try life. You're just gonna know if that's good or not if you try. It's like a plate with some food. People sometimes you give your food for the people.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
But have you tested it? No. And then, it's good.
Yes, yes.
Life is the same.
You see, we're looking at some, like the players. We see Richarlison, fantastic. You know,
Yes.
We're seeing, obviously, Firmino and these guys, fantastic. But we've got, like, Gabriel and Martinelli. In respect, what do the people in Brazil think about how he's doing here? Are they very proud of him? Are they think that he's
Now
going
they
to go
know.
to...
Now they're very proud. Now
Did
they
you know
think-
before he came? Did you know about him before he came?
No, I didn't know. To be honest, no. I heard something. He has some little boy in Ituano play very well because I know Juninho Paulista, and then it's from his club. And then after that, I said, okay. But when I saw him, I said, whoa. Not just because of the talent as a footballer, especially because of the mentality.
Yes.
I think he wants to improve. He wants to learn. He understands the opportunity of his life. He wants to change his status. You know, he wants to be part of the team. He wants to be part of the club. I think this is very important thing to players to understand today.
What's it been like? Is the dressing room starting to feel this now? We're coming together with Mikel. What Mikel's doing, he's got players like yourself. He's got Aubameyang who scores goals. He's got people who want to win. So
Mikel, he brings for the club a philosophy where everybody has to think for the best of the club, and the best of the club is to make the club shine again, like when he was playing. So everybody, it's not just players.
Yeah.
Everybody every day has to breathe this oxygen. You know, this air. This club is to win. You know something?
It's. I'm getting I'm getting goosebumps because to hear an Arsenal player with a caliber of yourself speaking about Arsenal in that way, which Arsenal had to get back to this. We lost it somewhere. We lost it, and to hear an experienced player.
And it doesn't matter where we lost and when we lost.
Yes.
What matters now is to bring back.
Yeah. So David, I've got to ask you, when it finally happens, what we're going through now, when football does finally resume, and like I said, as long as it takes, I'm willing to wait because lives are at stake. But what are you looking forward to most when everything comes back to normal, fingers crossed?
First, I want to check if everybody understood this social lesson.
Okay.
And then after that, of course, I want to be in the pitch, doing what I love, making people happy. If you're gonna play this season until the end, I want to try to be in the Champions League with Arsenal.
Yes.
And do the best what you have to do and what you can do for this club. So this is my wish.
Nice one. Well, Dave, can I just say, listening to you speak there, it's filled me with real joy to hear a player of yours caliber, like I say, speak like this about our club. It's something that I've wanted to hear for a long time. I thank you for the interview, and all can I say to you is,
it's my pleasure.
Hopefully, you and your family and everybody just stay safe, because I want to see you in the flesh.
Yes, I'm gonna do for sure.
Thank you very
Everybody
much.
Stay safe, stay at home.
God bless you, man.
God bless you too. You and your family.
God bless Dave. Right, guys, I've got to go. Thanks for watching and being part of our Adidas London home team. We've got more catch-ups scheduled, so stay tuned to Adidas London. Stay home, keep safe. Love and strength to all of you.